Did you know that despite airing on a near constant rotation on Nickelodeon in the 90s, My Brother and Me only produced 13 episodes total? And the show was canceled after behind-the-scenes clash that started with one of its biggest episodes.
They said, don't do that episode. It's a double standard. And I said, you know what? Fuck it, we're doing this show.
My Brother and Me premiered in 1994, right as Nickelodeon was figuring out its live-action era. As one of Nickelodeon's first black-led sitcoms, co-creator Calvin Brown Jr. came in with a very specific vision.
I kind of wanted to do an African-American version of Leave It to Beaver. That was my goal when I came up with My Brother and Me.
But almost immediately, there were growing tensions over creative control and the kind of stories the show was even allowed to tell. One of the biggest flashpoints was the iconic episode where Dee Dee gets bullied.
Thing you say in a tough voice, if you're so bad, hit me.
Hit me?
That's right. Now say it like you ain't scared of nobody.
Hit me?
Did you act tough and say hit me?
Yeah.
So what happened?
I got hit.
They said, don't do that episode. We can't have, violence or just that on Nickelodeon. Over the weekend, Pete and Pete was on. And they had a thing where a kid was picking on one of these kids, and then they had his head in a vice.
Let him go, Mike. You're blocking off his carotid artery, which is depriving his brain of oxygen-rich blood.
What the f***? Like, we can't do a show about a kid getting picked on by a girl, but they can do a show about a kid's head getting squeezed in a vice, and I said, this is just a double standard. And I said, you know what? F*** it, we're doing this show. Despite their objections, I did the show, and I'm sure that also probably contributed to the show not getting picked up.
That episode ended up being the final episode of the series. Arthur Reggie III, who played Alfie, now goes by the name Show Business, makes music, and is very active on social media. Ralph Woolfolk, who played Dee Dee, stepped away from acting and is now a major with the Atlanta Police Department. Karen Fraction, who played Jennifer Parker, continued acting across television and film and stage roles before passing in 2007 after a battle with breast cancer. Jim Coleman, who played Roger Parker, never stopped acting, with dozens of IMDb credits including roles on shows like Homeland, Nashville, and Star. Amanda Seales arguably had the biggest breakout, building a multi-platform career across music, radio, activism, and television. Jimmy Lee Newman Jr., who played Goo, mostly stepped away from acting, but his legacy is still locked in forever, thanks to Goo Punch.
Goo punch. All right, now goo punch. Hey, goo punch.
If you made it this far, drop a juice box emoji for Goo Punch and let me know which 90s show I should revisit next.